ಸೊ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳೇ, ನಾನು ಈ ಒಂದು ವಿಡಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿ EBIT EPS ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್ ಒಂದು ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ನ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೇಗೆ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ABC Limited, a capital structure consists of the following. It means the existing capital, it means old capital. There is equity share of rupees 100 is 20 lakhs, retained earnings is 10 lakhs, 9% preference shares 12 lakhs, and 7% debentures 8 lakhs, and the total 50 lakhs. The total capital, so in the ABC Limited, is 50 lakhs. And further information, the company earns 12% on its capital. The income tax rate is 50%. The company requires a sum of rupees 25 lakhs to finance its expansion program, for which the following alternatives are available. Dear students, the existing total capital is rupees 50 lakhs and the company needs another 25 lakh rupees to finance its expansion program. It means the total company's capital, so will be at 25 plus 50 lakhs, that is 75 lakhs after raising a new capital. And for raising of this new capital of rupees 25 lakhs, they are going to give a three alternatives, three financial plans. So financial plan 1, that is issue of 20,000 equity shares at a premium of rupees 25 per share. So it means, so the face value will be 100 plus 25, 125 rupees per share. So 125 into 20,000 shares, you will get 25 lakh rupees. Next, plan 2, that is issue of 10% preference shares. So this 10% indicates the rate of preference dividend. In a plan 3, issue of 8% debentures. This 8% indicates the rate of interest. Now, the further, it is estimated that the PE ratio, that is price earning ratios, in which the cases of equity, that is plan 1, preference, that is plan 2, and debentures and plan 3, financing would be at 21.4, 17 and 15.7 respectively. It means in a plan 1, 21.4, in a plan 2, 17, and a plan 3, 15.7. Which of the three financing alternatives would you recommend and why? So now, so this is a simple question. So that we need to suggest to the company, so which financial plan is better on the basis of EPS and as well as market price per share. Dear students, when the information about the PE ratio is given, then there is a hint that you need to calculate market price per share. Then what do you mean by market price per share and how do you calculate market price per share? It's very simple. That is EPS into PE ratio. So EPS multiply with PE ratio, you will get market price per share. So let us see in a solution. So before that, so here they didn't give any information about operating profit or EBIT, but they are given indirectly, there's a return on investment. So here the company earns 12% on its capital. So total capital of the company is 75 lakhs. Already I told you, that is old capital is 50 lakh and new capital is 25 lakh. Therefore, the total capital will be 75 lakhs. Then the 12%, that is rate of return, that is 12% on 75 lakh. Then you will get return on investment. Let us see in working note number 1, one by one, and let us calculate number of shares also. So now we'll go to first one, calculation of number of equity shares. So here the first plan 1, that is equity shares, that is 20 lakh rupees. The 20 lakh divided by 100 rupees, we get 20,000 shares. 20,000 shares, that is old equity shares, that is 20,000 shares. And we are having a three plans here. So old shares will be a common for all the financial plans. So I will enter 20,000 shares, 20,000 shares, and 20,000 shares. And let us see new equity shares. So new equity shares means, in the plans we have to see. So in each plan we are going to raise the equity shares. See here, the plan 1 we are going to raise 25 lakh rupees by issue of equity shares. But in a plan 2, preference shares, and plan 3, debentures. It means here we don't have equity shares and here also we don't have equity shares. Therefore, the number of new equity shares will be 0 in a plan 2 and plan 3. But however, in a plan 1, we need to calculate, that is they are given directly, that is 20,000 equity shares. So 20,000 equity shares. So therefore, total shares will be 20,000 shares plus 20,000 new shares. The total will be 40,000 shares. Now plan 2, 20,000 shares, and plan C, 20,000 shares. This is how you have to calculate number of equity shares. And next, let us calculate return on investment or EBIT, operating profit. So total capital into 12%. So total capital will be 75 lakhs, and therefore 75 lakhs into 12% will get 9 lakh rupees. The return on investment or return on its capital will be 9 lakh rupees. Now let us have this calculations part. The ABC Company Limited. So EBIT, earning per share analysis. So first column particulars, second column plan 1, plan 2, plan 3. In a plan 1, that is, you're going to raise a new equity, new capital by issue of equity shares only. In a plan 2, you're going to issue a 10% preference shares for raising 25 lakh rupees. And in plan 3, you're going to issue 8% debentures for raising 25 lakh rupees. Now, let us start with the EBIT. So EBIT, or operating profit, or return on investment. That is 9 lakh. Just you calculated here, 9 lakh rupees. So 9 lakh, 9 lakh, 9 lakh. Then here, the students, you have to observe here, there is an existing capital structure. It means old capital structure there. So here, we're having 7% debentures. 7% debentures of rupees 8 lakhs, and as well as 9% preference shares of rupees 12 lakhs. ಇಷ್ಟು ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Therefore, so you have to deduct old interest as well as new interest. Old interest ಅಂದ್ರೆ the old capital structure ಇರೋಂಥ ಡಿಬೆಂಚರ್ಸ್ ಏನೈತೆ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ನ್ಯೂ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ಫೈನಾನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನ್ಯೂ ಫೈನಾನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಬೆಂಚರ್ಸ್ ಇದೆಯೋ ಆ ಫೈನಾನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಡಿಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ನಾವು, so I will take old interest now, EBIT minus interest. So I have taken here first one, old interest and new interest. So old interest ಈಗ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಡಿಬೆಂಚರ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? So we are having 7% debentures of 8 lakhs. Therefore, so 8 lakhs into 7%, you will get 56,000 rupees. So 56,000 rupees you deduct in all financial plans. 56,000, 56,000, 56,000. But in case of new interest, ಈ ನ್ಯೂ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಬಂದಾಗ ಯಾವ ಫೈನಾನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಪ್ಲಾನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಬೆಂಚರ್ಸ್ ಇದೆಯೋ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ನೀವು ಮೈನಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. So for example, in plan 1, we don't have a debentures, new debentures, therefore nil. Now plan 2, we don't have a debentures, therefore nil. Now plan 3, we are having 8% debentures of rupees 25 lakhs. Then let us calculate interest of 8% on 25 lakh. So you will get 2 lakh rupees. So 2 lakh rupees ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ನು ಪ್ಲಾನ್ಸ್. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನ್ಯೂ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಬರೀ ನ್ಯೂ ಡಿಬೆಂಚರ್ಸ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ನೀವು ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ನ ಮೈನಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ therefore 9 lakh minus 56,000, 8 lakh 44,000. 9 lakh minus 56,000, 8 lakh 44,000. 9 lakh minus 56,000 minus 2 lakh, you will get 6 lakh 44,000 rupees. This is EBT, or taxable income. Then you deduct income tax. So what is the rate of income tax here? The rate of income tax will be 50%. So 50%, therefore you deduct 50% on EBT. So 50% EBT, so you'll get 4,22,000, 4,22,000 and 3,22,000. Then EBT minus tax will get EAT. So 8,44 minus 4,22,000, you'll get 4,22,000, and use similar calculations for plan 2 and plan 3. Then once you're getting this EAT, then you have to deduct preference dividend for getting earnings available to equity shareholders. So here, so less preference dividend, again same. So how we treat about a old interest and as well as new interest. So same as it is, you have to treat even preference dividend also. Here old preference dividend as well as new preference dividend deduct ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So therefore let us see whether we are having any preferences in our existing capital structure. See here, we are having 9% preferences of rupees 12 lakh. Therefore we need to deduct old preference dividend for all the financial plans. So now, so 12 lakhs into 9%, So you just to calculate 12 lakhs into 9%, then you will get 1,08,000 rupees. So 1,08,000, 1,08,000, 1,08,000. Then what about new preference dividend? So in a way, you're going to raise this 25 lakh rupees by issue of preference shares. In such a case only you have to deduct it. Here in a plan 1, we don't have preference shares here, therefore nil. In a plan 2, we are having a 10% preference shares. Therefore, we have to calculate 10% dividend here. The 10% of 25 lakh, you will get 2,50,000. Now plan 3, we don't have preference shares, therefore nil, 0. Then you deduct. So 4,22,000 minus 1,08,000, you will get 3,14,000. 4,22,000 minus 1,08,000 minus 2,50,000, you will get 64,000. And 3,22,000 minus 1,08,000, you will get 2,14,000 rupees. Now we'll get earnings available to equity shareholders. Now next will be a number of equity shares. Just we have calculated already in working note number 1. Now plan 1 40,000, plan 2 20,000, and plan 3 20,000 shares. Just enter 40,000 shares, 20,000 shares, 20,000 shares. Then you calculate EPS first. So how do you calculate EPS? That is earnings available to equity shareholders divided by number of shares or number of equity shares. So therefore 3,14,000 divided by 40,000 shares, you will get 7.85 per share. And here 64,000 divided by 20,000 shares, you get 3.2 per share. And here the 2,14,000 divided by 20,000 shares, you will get 10.7 per share. So just this is a EPS. Now here in this question, they are given price earning ratio also. The price earning ratio, just enter this 21.4 in a plan 1, that is issue of equity. So 17, that is second plan, and 15.7, that is third plan. So enter these values here. So I have taken, so 21.4, 17 and 15.7. So next, just you calculate market price per share here, that is earning per share into price earning ratio. Therefore, EPS, that is 7.85 into 21.4, you will get 167.99 per share. Then 3.2 into 17, you will get 54.4. Then 10.7 per share into 15.7, you will get 167.99. So this is how you have to calculate market price per share. So dear students, so if you consider a market price per share for judging while whether you have to adopt plan 1 or plan 2 or plan 3. So if you look into this plan 1, plan 2 or plan 3, plan 1 and plan 3 is giving a same result. But in a plan B, they are giving 54.4. So you reject this plan. But however, plan 1 and plan 2 is giving the same result of market price per share. However, earning per share is the highest in alternative 3. That is plan 3. That is by issue of debentures. So therefore, the company should be adopt plan 3 for raising rupees 25 lakhs. That is by issue of 8% debentures. So dear students, I hope you got it, how to calculate this EPS and EBIT analysis, and how to calculate market price per share also, when the information is given about existing capital structure and as well as new capital structure. I hope ನಿಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂತ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. Thank you dear students for watching the video.